I'm Bryen Trawick and I'm a filmmaker. So I shot the Void on the S1H because I wanted to really see what this camera has, right? It's like the first camera, kind of mirrorless camera that Panasonic came out with that's built for cinema, you know? So I wanted to see like, well, what differentiates that versus just any other mirrorless. And I've shot on a ton of cameras, you know, big cinema cameras, but I'm kind of looking for something smaller. So I wanted to see what this camera can do. So we decided to shoot the S1H. This is like the perfect tool and kind of got me a little excited. So the specs we shot the Void with is 4K 60 because we wanted to have the ability to slow it down in post if we needed to. So we did a multicam shoot, so with two S1Hs, and then on the gimbal and the wide shots, we'd use the Panasonic 16-35. That's the f4 lens, and then on the camera on sticks, which is the B camera, we shot the 7200. Not only were we shooting on, you know, two S1Hs, but Haley, she was the photographer there, she was shooting on the S1R. Right, so that's really cool. So all those shots, like on the website and all the behind-the-scenes stuff, is all shot on the Panasonic S1R. So we really had kind of the whole deal there, you know, the whole Panasonic setup. Armando, he's the guy who builds the studio. So Lea was in the center, and then we have kind of two lights in front of her on the side, kind of maybe at like 45 degrees, and then two lights behind her 45, and then a light above on a truss as a backlight, so when it rains you can see the rain. So that was pretty nice. No, I actually wanted to get the camera wet because I wanted to see, like, I don't know, what would happen, you know. Panasonic says that it's all weather sealed, even the fan is weather sealed, so I wasn't really scared at all. The lenses are weather sealed, so I really kind of wanted to kind of get it wet and see how it is. I'm the type where, like, I'm not scared to get a shot, so that's one of the good things about this camera is, like, it's a tool that I can get in the water or get in dust or whatever and not worry about the camera and get the shot, you know, because I feel like a lot of times these cameras are very limited to the environments that you can shoot in, so I think you lose maybe a lot or you miss a lot of shots versus having a tool that if you as an operator can get in there and you're not scared to, then I think the tool should match that, you know. From start to finish, I would say probably 4 or 5 hours. We would do a few takes, a few safeties and stuff like that, but Lea, which was the performer, she was really spot on, so that made our lives a lot easier. There's a section where she gets on and she's like moving it, and then I'm in the water with her, and then she swings it at me and I move out and it just comes right into camera. I don't know, I think that's like probably my favorite, and then those little cuts in there is probably pretty rad. That would probably be my favorite section. So this is a really cool team of all of us here. You have Brianna, which is the director and choreographer, right? And then you have Lea, which is the acrobat. So they were training, I think, for 1 or 2 months, something like this, you know, for this. Then I came in to shoot it, and then I had Gianni, which is also a circus performer and dancer, to be on camera B, right? Then you have this spot, right? None of this can happen without the spot, which is Armando's spot. This is this really rad water studio type of thing in the middle of Vegas. So you had a lot of creative and really artsy people on this, and I think that's really what made the video what it is. You know, everybody was doing their job. Like, what more can you ask for, right? You have a bunch of creatives just having fun creating this art piece on a Friday night. You know, it's really rad. I'm really happy that I was a part of this, for sure. My favorite part of filming The Void is probably the crew and everybody that was there. You know, I think that all that really makes it so much fun. You know, when you're out there in the heat and everybody's doing work and everybody's sweating and everybody's really has a good, everybody's in a good mood, I think that's really what keeps everybody keep going. You know, you can do more shots. You're when you're not irritated or frustrated, you're more creative, you know? So I think that, yeah, the environment's cool, right? Like that studio setup with the water, and then Lea, you know, on the contraption, and then all that's really cool, and then shooting on the S1Hs and stuff like that. But I think too, my favorite part is that everybody was vibing, and so that really makes a good shoot, you know? Is the camera even rolling? Yeah, it is. I see the tally light.
You fucking freaked me out.
Sorry, my dog. He likes to move.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
I'm sorry, is she professional or she's not?